getting rich. I've been tapped again since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Memphis Hounds and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Bringing them out onto the field, Michael Vick, the all-time leading rusher from the QB position, over 6,100 yards.
Yeah, he averaged 7 yards per carry. Another NFL record for him. How about the nicknames that people gave him? The human joystick, the human cheat code. I'm just telling you, watching him play, I pulled muscles in the booth watching him, thinking about trying to tackle him. He was that type of a player, hard to get on the ground.
Vick operating on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
by 90, by 20.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
By 20, by 80.
Here's Michael Vick. Being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action now, Vick. And this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now here's Vick. On the screen, here's Sanders. Fights him off. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was plan going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll be back with more of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's complete to Kelsey. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there's the first carry of the game from Barry Sanders. His burst, his bounce, absolutely iconic. That guy moves in directions most people aren't able to do.
Career rushing yards are crazy, over 15,000, and the only player with 5 1,500-yard seasons. Just incredible. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Flushed out right. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Vick leaves to Sanders on the draw. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Antonio Brown from 13 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 7-0. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Green 90.
First half
Green
in
90.
the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the... And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And this one's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play, Victor Moss, 56 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Vic now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Justin Houston. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, Vic. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
Now it's Mahomes again, and this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Back to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
He'll look to throw. Room here to run. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, go. White 20. White 20.
Peterson gets the call running left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Vic to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made...
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy rocks.